not including women in the formal economy ultimately limits countries' economic growth, development. There's a business case for including women in the economy. Essentially, money is left on the table when women aren't enabled to open accounts, to save, to borrow, to invest, and ultimately thrive. This alone should be a motivator, right? Sufficient motivator for public and private sector players to jump at the opportunity to better serve women. But we know that the gender gap persists. It's improved, and we see some of that in the research. But we're not seeing the sense of urgency that addressing it further and closing it ultimately merits. So let's start with what the research says currently about why this gender gap in access in digital financial services persists.
Yeah, I mean, it is stunning that we haven't solved this yet. I kind of thought the business case would take over because there's such a compelling business case to engage women customers. And you mentioned 750 million women are not included in the formal financial sector. Let's just look at the data behind that. That is actually 750 million women do not have a bank account in their name. An additional 750 million women do have an account, but they haven't even used it in the past year. So that is 1 billion women that don't have adequate financial services. And the number of women who aren't accessing payments instruments is even higher than that. So when we talk about financial exclusion, 750 million is actually a pretty conservative number.